Welcome to Strawberry Patches podcast. It's all about knitting, handcraft, sewing, handmade dolls, and today it will be all about baby showers and presents and some scrapbooking as well, and some of the finished objects that I've done. My name is Marina. I'm your host. I'm from Russia, but I'm living currently in Auckland, New Zealand. I have lived in many places in the past year, in Bali and Turkey, and traveled a lot, and you can see all of that in my previous episodes. You're more than welcome to watch them. Thank you very much for liking and subscribing, and commenting. That really makes me happy. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as Marina Toys for my toys, and for all the knitted stuff it's Marina Hoca, Hoca. So welcome, and let's start. Last Saturday, today is the 4th of October already, and last week I had a baby shower, so you can see all those beautiful balloons right there, and the theme was unicorns, hence my dear friend Sarah bought this funny thing and I decided to wear it. I have some footage of that as well. It was a great party. We had an amazing cake by this very talented cake maker who lives here. And I got lots of unicorn themed presents, of course, which I'm going to share with you today. You can also find me and my husband are working. Oh, Bobby's moving. We're working on my website, which is marinatoys.com. And it's in process, but I think in a couple of months it should be ready. I have to do some photography, and I really wish my sister was here. She's a great photographer, but she's in New York, and maybe they'll be visiting me with my mom in around the end of January to see the baby. Oh yeah, if it's your first time watching, I have a baby in here, and it's 4 weeks almost. So yeah, not very soon I won't have time to podcast, so I try to enjoy it as much as I can until I can. So as soon as I filmed last episode, I told myself, okay Marina, you know what, it's time you finish this blanket and let's do the finished objects. Here it is. As I told you, I only needed to do the border, crochet the border, and it's done. So this is it. My favorite colors. Very simple pattern. Beautiful star stitch, I think it's called. And I finished it like one day before or one day after I had started a year ago. Like, it took me exactly a year to finish this, although, as I said, last part was just crocheting around. Another thing that I finished is, of course, the dress that I showed you last time, the Fiona dress. And I loved working with this cotton and bamboo blend by Nako. And I really can't believe that it's over and one day she's gonna wear it. So yeah, I know exactly what buttons I want, and here's an example of one that I have. It's like pinkish pearl, but the thing is I only have one, but I've made, according to the pattern, I've made 3 buttonholes, so I have to find 2 more buttons. And if I don't find this shade of pearl, I'm gonna just use different kind of pearly or pink buttons, which I want them to be all the same, of course. This is the Fiona dress. I'm really happy with that. And the surprise cardigan by Elizabeth Zimmerman. I finished 2. It took me just 3 days and then a couple more days to find the right buttons. Here is the video of how I finished the whole thing and I folded it. Here it is, the finished one. So it's really amazing how it all turns out. Well, your knitting, I had no idea still until I finished how it will become. But then it's magic. As she says, it's just magic. As you can tell, purple is one of my favorite colors. And I chose these buttons that I brought from Turkey. I showed them to you before. I had so much fun knitting this that I decided that I should make more. And I have some more yarn. This is, by the way, Naked Skeins, the New Zealand produced merino wool, which I dyed in February with my French hair. So this is hand-dyed yarn, handmade cardigan, special for a special baby. And I have some more yarns, which is one skein variegated like that I think would be lovely for this project. Yeah, this is all for the finished project from knitting. I've been working on my Spicy Life crochet blanket, but I haven't finished. The border just takes me forever because I doubled the size of the blanket. But I have worked on one of the dolls, which you can find in the shop in New Zealand Fabrics and Yarns on Queen Street. And this doll, first of all, she looked like this. And now I had some change of hair because I wasn't happy with how it looked. So her name is Elfina. And I finished her when I was living still in Bali, and there were so many chickens around and all these girls around. There were always chickens on the street, so I thought I'm gonna give her a chicken. So it's been 8 months that we live here in New Zealand, and this doll must have been done more than 9 months ago. But I hope you like her new hair. Anyway, she'll go back to the shop and hopefully find her new home there. So this is all about finished things. I haven't worked on the rabbits. I don't know why. Sometimes it's just I need inspiration. But I have other things that I want to show you, and some of them are works in project. So I've already told you that I have this amazing alpaca yarn, which is produced on one of the farms north of Auckland, north of where we live. And this is this beautiful yarn. It's so soft. It's amazing. It's produced by this Gumtree Gully alpacas. And it's 100% alpaca. And it's so soft. And this is the pattern that I bought at the fair. And actually I was meaning to finish this so that I can show you a finished object, but I don't know. My knitting mojo somehow yesterday wasn't there. So anyways, this will be finished by next time. So this is the vest. And yesterday I got some cute New Zealand buttons. Well, you know, since my daughter is going to be born in New Zealand, she's going to be partly Kiwi. And I thought it would be nice to have some Kiwi related stuff here. So here we go. According to the pattern, I need 2 buttons right here so that it will be easy to put on the baby's head. And yeah, yay. Yeah, I got a bit tired of all the pink things and everything, which doesn't mean I don't love pink. I still love pink. So this is almost finished object anyway. Another one that I just cast on today is called Baby Cakes. angel jacket by, the designer is, right, Lisa F. Design Co. NZ. That's what it says. So I really liked it. I also bought it at our local store where Cher works. By the way, Cher is the wonderful lady behind the Waihipi Forage podcast, all about New Zealand yarns and everything. So I bought this amazing DK, what is it? 78 fine merino, 12 alpaca and 10 silk in the beautiful pearl color. And I just cast on this much. Of course it's not much, but still. I had to go down needle size 0.5 millimeter because it calls for 4. I'm doing it on 3.5. Really, my tension must be really, really loose. I'm a loose knitter. So yeah, this is the beginning of this wonderful jacket, and I'm knitting for a 1-year-old. Well, actually from 6 to 12 months, which will be approximately my baby's winter time here. Yeah. So yeah, next thing I want to show you is some of the presents that I got yesterday. I have wonderful friends here that I meet every week almost at our knitting sessions, and one of them, Lara, she made this amazing booties. And as I told her I don't want anything pink anymore, she made them in nice, wonderful green. And she swears that they never come off the baby's foot. So I can't wait to wear them. And what's funny is I got something else matching this color. This is from Cher as well. She, as she told me, she used to produce these wings and sell them, fairy wings. And this is the original design that she has. And that's going to be amazing for a photo shoot, isn't it? Now I have to find the pattern and colors to make a lovely dress, matching dress. Another thing that Cher got me at the baby shower was this wonderful book. She's talked about it on her podcast as well. Granny McFlitter, the Champion Knitter. I just think it's hilarious. The pictures about this crazy granny who's knitting and knitting and knitting. And I can't wait to read it. But yeah, I'm saving it for when my daughter's born. I mean, I probably will start reading it to her even before she can understand, just so that we can look at the pictures together. Speaking of books, another thing I got yesterday as a present from our amazing friend Tina. She's made this scrapbook, the scrapbook album, totally handmade. And she's so amazing. She wrote my daughter's name, and there's all these butterflies. And it looks like this, with these fun cards that are meant to, you can write the date, and a newborn picture comes here. And then, what is it? 1st month, 3rd month, 6 months, 9 months, and isn't that cool? This goes on the door. And it says, shh, Lydia's sleeping. It is so cute. I absolutely love it. I love handmade presents. Anything handmade, it means that the person who's actually gifted it has spent so much time and put so much love into it that, yeah, it's gonna be treasured. If I was so crafty and had time, I would have done something like that too. I just love it. Another thing, well, yeah, the baby shower was awesome. I had all these balloons around, and I had all my friends come over and they were also kind. They supported me. We played some games. I want to show you one of the games that we played. It was pin the horn on the unicorn. And another game that we played was they had to draw, well, we all had to put the paper on the head and then draw a baby without looking, actually, and in a very uncomfortable way. But the pictures that we got at the end were really hilariously cute, and yeah, I loved it. That's cool. Is it crown? I got so many wonderful gifts from all my friends, like Judy, and Judy's made this amazing hand-sewn burp clothes and bibs and the diaper organizer, and oh yeah, she's also made that. I've already showed you some of her works that she's gifted me, and this was the bottom part for the... Remember I showed you last episode this green vest thingy, t-shirt? So this is what the bottom looks so huge, but I guess it's because of the diaper that goes inside. We shall see. And it's from that vintage book of patterns that she's done. Another thing I got was a hat from Mindy with this really lovely button here and a rose. And love it. It's cute, it's lovely, and love it. We can't wait to wear them. Another thing actually from Tina that I wanted to show you last time was this cute thing. This little sweater with cute white buttons. Oh, I think Tina kept saying when I first met her that she can't knit, that she can't do this, but you can see that she can, right? She's amazing. She can do this and this, right? I'm lucky. I have amazing friends. Right, another thing, I'm looking around, and again by Judy. Oh my God, she's just, her daughter is also pregnant, so she's all into making little cute baby thingies. So these are crocheted, I think it's cotton, not sure, cotton booties, some more cotton booties. Lovely colors. These are my favorite colors, I swear. Look at these. Aren't these buttons the cutest? And I absolutely adore, I think if my daughter wears them, well, like she can't wear them for long, but I'm keeping these. Aren't they adorable? They're just so cute and so tiny. Oh, I'm in love with these. Just want to keep them. My friend Paula, who lives in Turkey, she has her daughter's first booties hanging in her car like that, and this can be, I might do the same with these ones. They're so cute. I can't believe it. Is that it? No. I have to say special thanks to Sarah, who has helped me organize all of this. We organized it all. We went shopping together, and she's also gifted me this amazing Russian pop-up books. And I wanted to show you this. She's decorated the bottle that she's gifted with this, and at first I didn't realize that it had a strawberry, like the Strawberry Patches podcast. Isn't that so thoughtful? So yeah, I've just started to pack my bag for the hospital, and it's so nice to see how everybody contributed to that bag. You know, like some people gave me diapers, some people gave me a nursing pillow, and others handmade things for Lydia. It makes it all feel so real and so special. And one happy mom. Oh, that's so wonderful. So in these last 2 weeks, I have been doing lots of knitting, as you can see, lots of gift taking, partying, and also I've been watching, did I tell you before that I kind of keep learning Spanish? So I found out that one of my followers, Alma, she has a podcast in Spanish about knitting. I really recommend it. It might be hard if you don't speak Spanish, but she, in her last episode as well, she's shown some of her very amazing crochet work. And the podcast name is Casa de la Vega, and she lives in Honolulu in Hawaii, and she's talking about her life there and showing the things. She's from Mexico, so she's showing the things that they knit there, and it's really fun to watch. I've really enjoyed watching her episodes, and she's introduced me to a whole new world of Spanish-speaking knitting podcasters, which I'm about to discover soon. Yay, exciting. So that's one of the recommendations I have this week. Of course, I've been following others, and by the way, we also had another party which was organized by Libby from Truly Myrtle podcast. It was in our local yarn shop slash cafe, Stitch and Bitch in Parnell, and I have a footage there for you. It's just the end of the party, and I'm sorry for the angle, but Libby has organized some classes about her pattern, I think, the Floozy cardigan. And then there was lottery kind of thing, like everybody who came to the party had a chance to win some prizes, and we didn't win anything with my friends, but the people who won, like, I saw their happy eyes, and it was just fun to go there, eat some amazing food, and, you know, sit down and knit with your friends. So enjoy the clip.
If you can, I reckon we should do this more often. We've had an absolutely fantastic day. We've had a fantastic year. Thank you everyone for supporting us. It's just been such good fun, hasn't it? We've had a ball. The whole floozy train has been just amazing. Yeah. It's been really, really exciting. So we're so pleased that you've come to help us celebrate and have a bit of a floozy bash. But we have some prizes to draw, so we need someone to draw them, Manu, I think. Yeah, go Manu. Yes, go Manu. So we've got a whole bunch of prizes from Manu. Some nice little treats to put together. You can draw a name out for us, please. Okay, and the winner is Abigail Boys. Yep. The next prize is a Yarn Floozy sock pack, which got a few goodies in it. And that winner of that is Ellie Whittington. These ones from Libby. We've got some lovely project bags and there's some yarn inside, and I'm also throwing in a voucher for free patterns for a year from me.
It's a mega prize.
Okay, so you just have to contact me, Janet Burrows. She here? Redraw. Janet. All right, Janet Burrows. That's for her. There's another one the same. This is a silk merino 4-ply yarn floozy pack with the other goodies in it as well. Exciting. So, Carol Warner. Carol.
I couldn't go to a better person.
winner. So the winner, just you tell me and I'll give you the code. Okay, yellow. The winner is Ricky. She's still here. Congratulations. And then we've got one more sock pack. Jeanette Page. So we've got another couple of hat patterns from Laura.
Hair and dragonfly.
There she is. So we're going to get them out. You just have to go and see her and she's going to give those to you online. Awesome. And so Kate McCoy.
Kate, that's me.
And one more. Okay, and the winner is Mira Bradshaw. Thank you so much, everyone. You're welcome to stay. We're opening, the doors are open till 6 o'clock, so keep drinking, keep partying, and keep on living.
For your patience today, because that was the first time we had so many people here. So sorry if anybody had to wait for too long. But
No, thank you.
Good job. Thank you so much.
Everyone give Manu a really big hand. Enjoy.
Thank you. So I guess this is all, folks. For the future, I'm planning to, first of all, finish my New Zealand, very pure New Zealand vintage vest, and sew up those amazing fern buttons. Did you know that fern is on many things that people buy and bring from New Zealand? You can find it on postcards, on fabric, on bags, on t-shirts, everywhere. And it kind of reflects the way the country makes you feel. Like, since I've lived here, I have become more environmentally aware. Like, I'm trying to separate my garbage into 3 different piles, like organic waste that I compost in my backyard, and recyclable and general. Also, New Zealand made me feel so happy here because of all these amazing community members that has welcomed me. And it was funny, we have watched with my husband a YouTube video of Jacinda, who is our Prime Minister. She was making a speech at the UN the other day, and she said that the policy of the whole country is to make this country the best for kids. And it's such a nice thing to hear, you know, when you're mom-to-be and when you plan to have a family and to give them the best you can. So I'm feeling very lucky to be here. I was afraid that, you know, after Turkey, I love Turkey, I love Istanbul, I really miss it, all my friends and my school where I worked. I was afraid that it will be hard because 7 years living there is, you know, making all the friends and then coming here, all the new fresh start. But in just 8 months, not even that, I have made some really good friends who have helped me a lot. Like, my maternity services here are amazing. We went to the antenatal classes, loved them, lots of useful information. I know so much about birth, natural birth here. I'm planning to do water birth. My midwife is amazing. She's been so encouraging, and all the services that I get, like I got the vaccinations for free, the first scan for free, all the vitamins for very cheap, like $5 a bottle. And the house that we live in is amazing. It's on the hill. We get amazing view. My husband is awesome. I'm learning to drive, and very soon, fingers crossed on the 30th, pray for me. I'm gonna pass my driving test and I will be the happiest mom ever. Yeah. Well, hopefully I will be a driver first and then the mom. It's gonna be a bit of a challenge, you know, to be 8.5 months pregnant and do my driving test. But I'm gonna try. And I feel so lucky to have my family coming and supporting me, my mother-in-law as well supporting me. She sent me this huge parcel from Italy the other day and I showed it on Instagram, shared some pictures and videos. Oh, I just think it's the best time of my life. And one of the reasons that I'm making these videos is partly because I want to remember them. I used to have a diary when I was little, and later on in life, until I was maybe 30, I kept on and off writing it, but this is better. So part of this podcasting is, of course, to share with you what I'm doing, but another part is for me to remember these happy times, like when I go back and look at myself living in Bali or Turkey, I remember the feelings that I had, and I want this moment as well to be there. Maybe one day my daughter is gonna watch it and see that before she was born, she already was surrounded by amazing people who loved her. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much for joining me today. And I love your comments. I love all your positive feedback, all your support. Thank you for everyone's help with the party, and I'll see you very soon in the next episode. Thanks a lot. Bye.